Hey everyone, it's your girl TeraMichelle. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel, Opinionated Scents, our safe space to discuss all things fragrance, whether we like them or not. Today's video is all about part 1 of my fragrance haul. I've been purchasing and collecting fragrances since February. They've just been sitting and accumulating, and now it's time for me to go ahead and talk about them. If you're interested to see what I hauled, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. First up, we're going to be talking about the newest release from the House of Coach. This is Coach New York Wild Rose. A very pretty fragrance. So the notes in this are red currant and bergamot in the top, rose and jasmine sambac in the mid, and then ambroxan, moss, and tonka bean in the base. This is a pretty for the sake of being pretty fragrance. If you are interested in rose, or if you're new to fragrance and you're trying to figure out if rose is for you, this is a safe bet. Mass appealing, very generic designer fragrance. Nothing mind-blowing or earth-shattering. It is pretty for the sake of being pretty. If my collection was not as big as it is, and if I was trying to dive into rose fragrances, I know this would be great to start off with for someone. I really do love the use of black currant in here. I love that familiar DNA of that rose. When I first smelled this, this is not a dupe or an inspiration or a clone of any of these fragrances. But the familiarity with that rose from L'Extase, from Rose Extase, from Delina, just this comfortable, familiar rose. So again, that is Coach New York Wild Rose. Next up, I want to talk to you guys about a little sample kit that I purchased from Urban Outfitters. And this includes 3 fragrances. One of them I found absolutely amazing. One of the big bottle, not a big bottle, they only come in 30 mils, so 1 ounce. But I really wanted to purchase one. It smells so good. So I'm going to start with the one I do not like. This is called Bon Bon Banane. This is supposed to have, like, let me look at the notes here. This is supposed to be banana leaf, coconut, and sandalwood. This literally smells like, and let me show it to you. This is a little sample. I think that you can actually purchase these in a 1 ounce. That smells like some type of hair grease that someone used to get put into their hair when they got their hair pressed when I was younger. Like, no. The next one is called Le Bubble Pop. And the notes in this one are bergamot, bubble yum, accord, and whipped cream. So this one I actually liked. It was okay. Very 8-year-old-ish, nothing really super outstanding about it. But baby, let me tell you something. This one here is called Cherie Cherise. It's maraschino cherry, which I normally hate. Like in real life, I hate maraschino cherries. Peony, petals, and musk. Now, I'm a sucker for peony. Now, the reason I'm not spraying this right now today is because it smells so good, I dare not waste it. This was like a limited edition type of thing that they are not. I don't know if they're bringing it back, but it's Cherie Cherise. Before I knew about that set, I actually had gone there to purchase some other fragrances because I've seen them on Instagram all the time. So I purchased TeraMichelleB. I'm assuming that is how you pronounce that, TeraMichelleB. And then I also purchased Pistachio Brulee. I am really looking for a fantastic pistachio fragrance. So if you know of one, please tell your girl in the comments. So when it comes to TeraMichelleB, the notes are juicy mandarin, honey blossom, sandalwood, and praline. Now, I would think that that would just be incredible to me. This does smell fine. It smells fine. Pistachio Brulee. We have milk, vanilla mousse, pistachio, and vanilla bean. So this also smells fine. Here's my thing. These cost $20. They are sold by Urban Outfitters. They're very light. They don't last long. They're hard for me to pick up sometimes. Like, it's just watery to me. Like, if they were more potent and even cost more, I would be fine for these to just project more, like to make more sense, because again, they're just like this is an eau de parfum, but I swear it feels like an eau de cologne to me. I like where they were going with this, but I would need more potency. This next fragrance was nothing but a nostalgia buy. I am the girl who used to love Princess Reeboks, and then I moved over to Feli's, and it was just Feli everything for me. I was never a Jordan girl or, Air Max or Air Force Ones, none of that. Baby, when I saw this on sale at Macy's, this is Feli Fresh for Her. And it also comes with a body spray. Honey, this smells so good. Oh my gosh. First of all, even if it didn't smell good, it's Feli. What a fresh fragrance. This is so perfect for running errands, for going to the gym, for walking around the park, whatever you're doing. When you just want to smell fresh and clean, this is so fun. It's weighted. This one is much lighter. This one is much, much lighter. But this is weighted, and I just live. So, Feli Fresh for Her. There's lemon, green apple, watery pear, ruby strawberry, rose, jasmine, freesia, raspberry sandalwood, halo musk, and whipped vanilla. This girl smells so good. She was like $20-$25, something like that at Macy's on sale. And again, for nostalgia reasons alone, I am here for Feli Fresh for Her. Next up is a 10 milliliter sample of Qing Shi from the House of Harmony perfumes. So you guys know I love Qing Shi. I did a full review on her. I had a sample and I moved over to a 10 milliliter so I could get more of an experience with her, because I used the sample in one use, like just the whole thing. So Qing Shi's notes are peach and cream, spiced rum, gunpowder, jasmine, amber, vanilla, and sea, as in the sea, like salt water, ocean water probably. So peaches and cream and spiced rum is pretty much what you're going to get in here. Now, y'all might need to check on your girl, because I don't do soapy fragrances, but this thing right here, baby, this is Replicas Bubble Bath. So I picked this up because people kept talking about it, and I was tired of people talking about it, and I wanted to see what it was about. Hunty, I only sprayed this 2 times. Immediately purchased a full bottle. So when I do my full bottle haul, you will see this. I'm not even going to try to fake it. This smells so good. Something wrong with me. The notes in here is soap. Soap. Come on. Who am I? So soap, bergamot, lavender, rose, jasmine, coconut, white musk, and patchouli. This is sexy. I don't consider, it doesn't smell soapy to me. It smells clean. It does. Maybe hints of like the bubbles from a bubble bath, but not like a bar of soap. Even that's what it says is in there. This is the best soapy fragrance I've ever smelled in my life. Bubble Bath by Replica. I'm here for it. Absolutely. These next 4 fragrances actually come from the same house. This is Nest, and the first one up is Indigo. So I love the packaging, like I just do. So Indigo has top notes of fig and bergamot. The middle notes are tea and cardamom, and the base note is cashmere wood. So this one here, out of the ones that I picked up, is the only one I did not get a full bottle of. That's Indigo. Oh, it smells divine in the air. But there was something that was a little off-putting to me, and it could be the tea. I'm not really an herbally person. This smells okay. It does not smell bad at all. The fig is the saving grace for me in this, and the bergamot, of course, because I love bergamot. But it's the tea and maybe the cardamom as well that I just, and the dry down, I love the cashmere wood, how it comes into play. This smells much better on my skin than it does the stick. But Indigo is definitely one that is not my fave. It's not my zhuzh. I'm going to wear it. Probably get a good 2 wears out of size this big. But yeah, it isn't fully my vibe. this is Sun-Kissed Hibiscus. The top notes are coconut and frangipani. Tuberose, gardenia, and orange blossom make up the mid, and the base notes, amber. This smells so good to me. Now, when I first sprayed it on, I didn't know what to think. I was like, ooh, the coconut in this is kind of sort of almost that nauseating coconut, and I don't know if I vibe with this. Like, I felt like something was clashing inside of this. But then, the dry down, so beautiful, you guys. If you love a nice floral fragrance with a little bit of almost like a lactonic tropical vibe, this is so good. Sun-Kissed Hibiscus will make it into my collection as a full bottle for sure. Next up from this, we're going to talk about Wild Poppy. And baby, let me tell you something. The notes for Wild Poppy are grasse rose, pear, raspberry, apricot, and jasmine. This is my favorite one. Wild Poppy is fire. Oh, this is so pretty. This is so pretty. For me, that rose, pear, raspberry, apricot is just everything. And then the jasmine has the audacity to just come in and just, I don't know, it just vibes so well, rushing over everything else. Like, it isn't the star of the show, but you feel its presence the more that the fragrance dries down. I absolutely obsess over this fragrance. Man, Wild Poppy is so good. Last but not least, we're going to talk about Citrine. Now, Citrine was mentioned by one of you guys in my comments, told me to go ahead and pick it up when I admitted to wanting to just chase down the rabbit hole of Nest. Citrine is a beautiful, hearty citrus with depth. So, the notes in Citrine are lemon blossom, freesia, lotus, dewdrop, and woodsy notes. I really appreciate whoever it was that mentioned Citrine to me. I just love a citrus fragrance that has lasting power, has heart, has depth, spunk, and personality, baby. And you get that from Citrine from Nest. I'm really, really, really happy with these purchases. Last but not least, I'm going to talk very briefly about these three because I'm actually going to be doing a full review on the house, my collection that I have from this house. This is Sylvain Zilliquartz. These are just travel sizes, but I do plan to pick up at least a 1 ounce of them because I really picked good, you guys. I think that I really have all of the best ones from the entire house. This first one is called Vahina. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to say that. It's relatively small. But the notes in Vahina are vanilla, mandarin orange, osmanthus, tonka bean, and orange blossom. This thing right here is so vanillic in the freshest, cleanest way I think I've ever smelled vanilla. And I do love this mandarin orange, osmanthus, orange blossom trifecta that's going on here. Just beautiful. And the tonka bean. Vahina is definitely unique. It's not something that you smell right off the bat and go, oh my gosh, I love this. It's something you go, what is this? What are we doing here? And it just works. The next one that we're going to talk about is called Devonna. And I am just in real time looking up the notes to Devonna from Sylvain Zilliquartz. So this one here I really love because it's a powdery fragrance. Y'all know how I am about powdery fragrances. So Devonna is ambrette, sandalwood, and rose in the top. Italian iris, Madagascar vanilla, and mandarin orange in the middle. And then white musk, heliotrope, and neroli in the base. It is, baby. Okay, so when I describe Sylvain Zilliquartz fragrances to people, I say, you're talking about something that's using like pure, raw materials. They are putting so much effort and expertise into these fragrances. They are unique. They are standalone. They are sophisticated and elegant and modern chic and just all those things that just, they smell like money. They smell like importance, but not pretentious. Listen, Devonna is absolutely divine. It is one that just smells so good. It's powdery, it's feminine, it's delicate, but at the same time still projects and has longevity. And you know, usually you those type of fragrances, that scent profile kind of starts to fall back into the background and become a skin scent really, really soon. This one doesn't for me. I'm also a heavy clothes sprayer, but even on my skin, I'm getting it for that full 4 hours, sometimes 6, as long as it's not too cold, because the Arctic wind will snatch fragrance off of your soul, let alone your skin. So they gave me a copper case. They had a sale going on where if you purchase so many travels, you get a copper case. This thing is weighted and absolutely phenomenal. See, it ain't gonna break. But if you, and it's a little magnetic, I think, or maybe I was supposed to twist it, whatever. I totally just threw that thing across the room. I'm not going to get it. So anyway, if you drop your fragrance in this thing, the fragrance is going to absolutely be okay. So the last one that we're going to be talking about is called Florentina. Again, in real time, just going to go ahead and look that up. Florentina, Sylvain Zilliquartz. I love that when I put these names in, it's the first one that pops up on Fragrantica. That's kind of cool. Another powdery fragrance. So here are the notes for Florentina. We have almond, iris, heliotrope, violet, vanilla, musk, cloves, benzoin, vetiver, lavender, orange blossom, and bergamot. They did not split these up to say a top, a mid, a base. They just give you the... Now, come on. Those of you who know notes, let me read that to you again. Let me just read these first 5. Almond, iris, heliotrope, violet, vanilla. And let's go on even further and say, go to the musk too. Now, y'all tell me what this fragrance is. Powdery honey. I live. I live. It is, again, this is another one of those fragrances that's quirky. When you first smell it, you go, interesting. And then you wear it and you go, I'm in love. I'm absolutely in love. This doesn't smell like anything else I have in my collection. Sylvain Zilliquartz just does that perfectly. Beautiful, sophisticated, but still modern chic, still enough for an 18-year-old girl to wear. Like, nobody's thinking this is meant for their grandma. Just everything I want in an elegant, beautiful fragrance that isn't going to smell like everybody else or anything else that I have in my collection. I love this house. So I went and got the top to my case. And it's intact with no scratches. It's beautiful. It's fine. It's weighted. That is all for my travel size, decant, whatever you want to call them, the travels haul. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you own any of these or have tried any of these, if they're your favorite, if they're your least favorite. Let's talk about all of it in the comment section. Please do not forget to like this video while you're here and also subscribe to my channel. Join the Terra Squad. I love to have you here. Also, select that notification bell so that you never miss any of my future uploads. As always, I love to see you guys in the comments. And until then, bye.